Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, students. Welcome to Valley High School's commencement ceremony for the class of 2022.
This time, please rise for our national anthem.
Graduating seniors,
Students, parents, guardians,
Rainey parents, and other family members, staff, district leadership, and board members. My name is David Maxwell, and I have the privilege and honor to serve as principal
of the best high school in the state
of Iowa, Valley High School. At Valley High School, we serve
over 2,000
students in grades 10 through 12 from the communities of West Des Moines, Clyde, Windsor Heights, Urbandale, and other surrounding communities.
At Valley, we focus on the four A's: academics, arts, activities, and athletics, as
well as the Valley Standard.
It's the conviction that we set the standard in the state of Iowa around the four A's. As you can see, Valley Stadium
is the new home for our commencement ceremony. Due to the positive feedback we received
after having it here the past 2 years due to COVID-19, we
decided to part ways with
the university and the NAB Center and use our beloved stadium. I want to share an idea with you I've been constantly thinking about. Here's my question. What is something that surrounds us
and is omnipresent? What is something that has control over each part of our day and dictates everything we do? Even though it's invisible, what is something that constantly accelerates every day and never slows down? The answer is time. The reason I have been thinking about this is because I am shocked at how quickly this year passed, as I'm sure you are as well. You are about to complete your educational journey through the West Des Moines schools and begin a new journey as you leave us and embark on new adventures. As I finished my comments, I had two very important questions to ask. How have you spent your time up to this point? Have you set and met goals? Have you learned from your mistakes? Have you expressed gratitude to those who have helped you make it this far? And the second question is, how will you spend your time moving forward? Will you set and meet goals? Will you repeat the same mistakes? Will you take for granted all the gifts and blessings you have received? Lastly, at Valley, as mentioned before, we pride ourselves on focusing on the four A's. Only at this ceremony, only for you, graduating class of 2022, I Dr. Maxwell, want to share with you the 4 L's. First, look. Look up from your phones. Look out the car window when you're on a road trip. Look at the world around you because it's constantly changing and you might miss something really cool. Second, listen. Listen to what people are saying. Try to understand where they are coming from to better understand and relate to them. Being able to hear is a gift. Being able to listen is a skill. Third, learn. Try to learn something new all the time. Learn a new language, a new skill, how to play an instrument, how to use tools,
how to grow
plants.
Read nonfiction books, and don't be afraid to get to know people who are different from you. And the last L, love. Be patient and kind with everyone with whom you come into contact. Don't be rude or mean to anyone, especially your family and friends. Be ready to compromise, and more importantly, be ready to release anger and grudges and forgive those who have hurt you. Always search for truth and do not deceive others. In building relationships with people, do your best to never give up, never lose faith, stay hopeful, and work through every circumstance. Thanks for being awesome. I love you guys. And let's do this. At this time, we would like to begin our ceremony by recognizing our students who are receiving their honors diplomas. The Valley High School Honors Program provides recognition and support for students taking the most rigorous schedule of core courses at Valley High School. These students were scheduled into advanced placement classes in mathematics, language arts, social studies, and science. These students participated in a seminar course each year and last week successfully presented their senior exhibition. At this time, we are proud to recognize and present Valley Honors students. Students, when your names are read, please stand at your seat. Nathaniel Connolly. Mia Dukley. Uma Dukley. Claire Gilbert. Kristen He. Nathan Steimel. And Elaine Wong. Congratulations to our honors students. At this time, we would also like to recognize our students graduating with a Scholars Designation. The Scholars Designation enables students who demonstrate dedication and high achievement in a specific curricular area to be recognized. Scholars have completed a specific number of credits and courses within their chosen subject area, earned a 3.5 cumulative grade point average in all coursework, and a 4.0 who also successfully completed a capstone experience, which at this time is an honor in their content area of focus. Same thing, scholars, please stand at your seats. And also, families, let's wait until the last name is read in order we can recognize them all.
First, Carson Cobble in Engineering Tech. Jeremiah Gardner in Music. Kristen He,
Math and Science. Anika Jane, Social Studies. Maddie Madison, Language Arts. Alyssa McKenna, Social Studies. Reagan Mann, Music. Xander Muntz, music. Finland Nadal, world language. Caleb Shanuda, engineering tech. Susanna Shanuda, computer science. And Nathan Steimel, science. Please let's give these scholars a round of applause. I would like to recognize a few additional distinguished groups of graduates today. At Valley, there is a 4.0 grading scale with students earning a 1.0 weighted grade for advanced placement classes. There are 78 students who have earned a 4.0 and above. They are recognized today orange and black cords. This year, the qualifying grade point average for the top 15% is 3.9615. These 89 students are recognized today by wearing medallions. Class of 2022, for your community service, 109 members of the class earned the silver cord, totaling over 24,000 volunteer hours. The silver cord symbolizes a silver thread with which to weave a lifetime of community service. For your commitment to academic excellence, this year we have 12 National Merit finalists and 1 commended student. 78 students with a 4.0 and above, 136 students wearing gold cords representing 5 or more AP exams, and 51 students wearing blue cords representing AP scholars. Valley High School also has a United States Presidential Scholars semifinalist, Claire Gilbert. This year, 17 seniors have served in student government. They are wearing orange and white cords. For your district, state, and national honors and recognitions in the 4 A's, these accomplishments and awards are printed in the Class of 2022 Honors and Achievement. Audience, please take a moment to recognize these distinguished groups of graduates. At this time, it is my honor to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Lisa Rainey. I have had the privilege to serve 17 years with Dr. Rainey in the West Des Moines Community Schools, as this is her final commencement ceremony, as she will lead school administrators of Iowa as their new executive director beginning July 1st. She will be missed. Please welcome Dr. Rainey to the podium.
Welcome, students, staff, Board of Education, family, and friends. I want to extend a special welcome to the family and friends of each of our class of 2022 graduates. We made the decision to make Valley Stadium the home of Valley Commencement, and I am so glad we can celebrate our graduates here. While we've held significant recognition events throughout the year, each one has been a progression to this day. Graduates, you made it. You persevered through a pandemic and all the changes that came along with it. But fortunately, you have not had to do it alone. Have you considered how many people helped contribute to getting you to this day? Parents and guardians, teachers, your peers, administrators, other staff members, school board members, and our community all played a part, whether big or small, in helping you succeed. And because you worked hard and were surrounded with support, the future of our community, state, and country is very bright. Graduates, tonight is your moment, your victory, your great achievement. It is the payoff for all of your efforts and for overcoming all of the challenges you faced. Students, your future begins now. You began school as children and now are leaving our district as young adults. Your education will serve as the platform to your future. Some of you will go on to college, others will go straight into the workforce, and some into the military. But each of you will travel your own path. And that has been our hope all along, that we would help prepare you for post-secondary education, careers, and life. I trust that each of you will use what you have learned to face the many opportunities and at times obstacles that lie ahead. I would also encourage you to continue to identify your strengths, build upon them, and seek out opportunities where you can put those strengths into action. Steve Jobs once said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most importantly, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition." With the knowledge you have gained, guidance from family, and with the friendships you have made, I am confident you will find success and happiness. On behalf of everyone here today, congratulations to each of you and best wishes. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our student speakers. First is Nick Edgar. Nick has been a student in kindergarten, a graduate of Crossroads Park Elementary and Indian Hills Junior High. He is proud to be graduating from Valley today. Over his time at Valley, he has been involved in choir, drama, Valley's EM program, and starting his own business. He will be continuing his career post-graduation as an EMT with Mercy One Des Moines. Welcome, Nick.
Good evening. I'd like to welcome graduates, faculty, board members, Dr. Lisa Rainey, board siblings, parents, other members of my captive audience. Welcome to Valley Field. Only 5,025 short days ago, our wonderful journey of government-mandated education began. As kindergartners, we had a hope and an excitement in our eyes and in our hearts for this new adventure that we'd be departing on. Now as seniors, the excitement in our eyes is directed towards when we can finally shut them. And our hearts are saying, please stop eating fast food 4 days a week. As an elementary-aged kid, I always had this dream of being the valedictorian and getting the chance to speak to my class on graduation day. My infinite campus and report card had a completely different plan. Instead, my high school years can best be defined by a quote from the noble Sir Albert Einstein. Get degrees. That's right. The only medal around my neck today is for participation, the only cord on me is for my iPhone, and the only national merit that I'm a finalist for is will he make it on time. But somehow still, 5,025 days later, someone decided to take a leap of faith and let the most academically mediocre senior west of the Mississippi the chance to speak at his graduation ceremony. Well, just like my enrollment in 11th grade physics, we are going to keep this short and sweet. However, I feel like it's important to recognize how resilient our class has been during our time here at WDMCS. We've learned and grown not just in our classrooms, but also in our communities. We've learned what it means to persevere. We've learned what the true meaning of resiliency is. We've learned how to overcome and adapt to adversity. We've learned how to fight and how to stand up for what we believe in. We've learned the values of friendship and the complexities of love. But above all, 9 years ago, we learned our most important lesson of all. What does the fox say? As a class, we have also lived through a time that will forever define human history. We heard "Call Me Maybe" at least 22 too many times, and then wondered together as Carly Rae Jepsen vanished off the face of the earth. We learned together that flex tape can and will fix anything and everything. We also lived through 2020, which I'm told has set the record for longest spring break ever. We really have lived through a time like no other. Class of 2022, as I stand here and look out upon my fellow students, I can't help but be immensely proud of the amazing people we've become. The fact that each and every one of you have earned a seat on this field is nothing short of an amazing feat. People often say that graduating high school is an easy accomplishment and that everyone can do it. That is far from the truth. This 13-year journey has pushed myself as well as others in our class to the edge of our abilities as human beings. It has tested our will, and it has pulled at our faith, and it has made us question if this day of graduation was ever going to come. As we walk across this stage tonight and open this new chapter in our lives, always remember how hard you worked to build the foundation in which you stand upon today. Class of 2022, as I was trying to decide how to end my speech, I thought I could be like every other high school speech and end it with 3 corny pieces of advice. Or I could create something truly unique and special to myself. I chose the 3 corny pieces of advice. Number 1, may the joy you spread into this world echo just as loud as Shannon Campbell's heels on a Monday morning. Number 2, may your walk through life be slightly easier than the half-mile walk from the baseball lot to the front door on a cool 5-degree day. And number 3, may the laughs you share with your friends and family be just as contagious as the common cold we share every winter. Congratulations, class of 2022. 5,025 days later, we finally made it.
Next, we have Grace Pay and Denise Wright. From strangers to friends and now family, these 2 sisters have a unique and quite familiar story to gift to you. Please welcome your graduating peers, Grace Pay and Denise Wright, also known as the creators of Valley's Step and Dance Team, which name is now formally known as Valley's Jose.
Good evening. And congratulations, class of 2022!
Welcome, our fellow peers and staff.
Welcome, family and friends. We are here to tell you about an impossible journey.
All of our journeys and the overcoming of all of our struggles.
Some shared and some unique.
From Southwoods,
and now graduating from Valley,
a story that led us from strangers
to friends, and now arriving as sisters.
Our journey began when we arrived to this state.
Welcome to Iowa.
Fields upon fields of opportunity, but for whom?
Fields upon fields of the impossible.
The possible.
There it is.
The new.
The grand. The beginning.
There it stands.
As shiny
and attractive as ever.
Do you know where this leads?
No, never.
I arrived, my hands empty, nothing with me.
I arrived, so many tears I could not see.
We arrived 2016.
2018, we arrived.
From Philly.
From Atlanta.
We have arrived.
The bus creeps before me. I take the 3 steps necessary to board. No turning back. The doors shut with difficulty. They look up, eyes peering through me.
Who sees me?
New to a lot, can't be known, invisible to all.
I'm alone.
There's been a whole 360, a wider hole within me. What am I? Who am I? There's something missing. Where is this leading?
The bus provided me the opportunity where I would stare for hours, looking through the window, looking through reality, to find any hopes of a fantasy that I could live in for just a moment. In my solitude, I was surrounded by others. Our destination is the same, a place built just for us. Valley Southwoods, the beginning of what will one day become an end. In my solitude, there was a girl. She was not an other, but a stranger. What is her destination?
Who sees me? New to a lot, known by none, invisible to all.
All but one.
What would we call this?
A friendship.
No.
Yes.
No.
Red and black braids cascading beautifully down her blue hoodie. Her smile so friendly and inviting, but I was fearful to accept. What would we call this?
An acquaintance.
Yes. No.
Yes.
No.
Her afro was petite, her skin is gold. She was sweet, but she was clothed.
I was?
All in my face, all over the place, allowing me to be
free with no filters. She sees me a little too much.
Well,
barriers that been up for years. It's coming down. She keeps finding her way in.
Let me in.
No, I don't want you to see my tear-stained cheeks caused by this suffocating sadness. Tucked away in this foster care, being fostered by the unknown, fostered by those who cannot see me, nor do they want to. And I blame them. They chose to be blind. Being unseen, I forget.
She forgets. The power of sisters, the power of family. She can't see her power, the power of the Almighty. We forget. We can't see we are sisters. She steps, I step behind. Too blind to see, too blind. She pushed, she shoved, no way.
We push, we shove.
It conveys, and it carries her and I away. The return
is impossible.
Possible.
No, it's unfeasible.
Possible.
Just stop. What I held dear fell far from my grasp. The coldness of death had taken root.
The rocks of separation.
Isolation.
It blocks the pathways, the entryways.
It stops.
The shine is dim. The light is down. We're lost.
Yes.
No.
No.
We're found.
As sisters we arrived.
The impractical.
As sisters, it became practical.
Anything is feasible, all is reachable.
Valley taught us that. As sisters we stride, with passe, we rise.
They chant, oh how.
Powerful, optimistic, solid and sassy. Oh how, influential, energetic, never nasty. We step. We step. Okay.
We fly. Sisterhood allows this.
We're alive. Formed from the belly of different wombs, side by side, I know we can see this through. Our generation, we're one and the same.
The creation of our beginning, yet this journey still continues.
A connection took hold into a friendship.
A friendship that bloomed.
Becoming a sisterhood to me and you.
This passage that is now splitting through, pulling one side to the guards.
Pulling one side to medicine, this won't be too hard.
This vision is heaven sent.
Regardless, You are my sister.
Even when apart,
We are always and forever. We stand broken yet free. We stand
raised by strong Africans, yet America wannabes.
We overcame evictions, foster care, heart conditions. We overcame
mothers battling cancer, yet she still stands strong.
while the other battle was prolonged and lost. Rest in peace.
Struggles that led our family on this sturdy walkway.
We made it adoption day as family 9+1. We made it.
Side by side, everyone.
We made it. Entertain me. We made it.
Girl, we went to Disney.
We have made it. Graduated. I knew I had it in me. It was impossible.
Possible. Believe me, surely.
With man, this is impossible. But with God, all things are possible.
Our story was impossible.
It can.
It will.
The impossible is now possible.
Embrace the impossible.
Be the possible.
Student speakers, your speeches were outstanding. Thank you, Nicholas Edgar, Grace Pay, and Denise Wright for representing your classmates. At this time, please listen to our Valley a cappella choir sing under the direction of Mrs. Heather Nail. Thank you, a cappella choir and director Heather Nail. Before I present the class of 2022 to receive their diplomas, I would like to recognize and thank some very important people. First are the parents and guardians of our graduates. Thank you for your contributions.
your outstanding representation of the community, your support, your involvement, your caring and sharing your child's educational experience with us. Would all parents of graduates and guardians please stand and be recognized? Speaking of families, we have in our midst some very special families. At this time, and part of our commencement tradition, we want to honor our Valley High School Families of Legacy. 7 students are third-generation Valley graduates, 5 are fourth-generation graduates, and 2 are fifth-generation graduates. Graduates and family members, when you hear your name, please stand. Ivy Adix, class of 2022. Mother, Natasha Tracy. Father, Tyler Adix. Grandmother, Suzette Anderson. Grandfather, Terry Tracy. Grandmother, Deidre Benson. Great-grandmother, Mary Ridgway. And great-great-grandmother, Lily Gibson, from the class of 1909. Emily Bright, class of 2022. Mother, Krista Holmes, class of 1989. Father, Brian Bright, class of 1989. Grandmother, Marlene Miller, 1966. Elizabeth Sanders, great-grandmother, 1939. Great-grandfather, Paul Miller, 1939. And great-great-grandfather Floyd Sanders, class of 1910. Greta Atchison, class of 2022. Mother, Brooke Atchison, class of 1988. Father, Travis Atchison, class of 1986. Grandmother, Janet Bell Berlin, class of 1964. Grandfather, Frake Walton Berlin, class of 1963. Grandfather, Douglas Keith Atchison, class of 1958. And great-great-grandmother, Mary Frances Atchison, class of 1935. Ashton Alger, graduate, 2022. Mother, Melissa Alger, class of 1993. Grandmother, Carol Bond, class of 1967. Grandfather, Richard Fiddler, class of 1964. And great-grandfather, Richard Fiddler, class of 1941. Abigail Hilton, graduate, class of 2022. Mother, Anna Hilton, class of 1998. Father, Courtney Hilton, class of 1998. Grandmother, Kathy Whitney Hilton, class of 1968. Grandfather, Jerry Hilton, class of 1967. And great-grandfather, Ralph Whitney, class of 1933 from Valley Junction High School. L. Leon, graduate, class of 2022. Mother, Sarah Khatib, class of 2000. Father, Anthony Leon, class of 1999. Grandfather, Fred Leon, class of 1969. And great-grandfather, Trinidad Leon, class of 1945. Wesley Page, graduate, 2022. Father, Warren Gerald Page, class of 1996. Grandfather, Gerald Dean Page, class of 1968. And great-grandmother, Barbara Jean Page, class of 1949. Ben Ulrich, graduate, class of 2022. Mother, Olivia Stroud Ulrich, class of 1996. Grandmother, Susan Peterson Stroud, class of 1970. And grandfather, Jeff Stroud, class of 1968. Ty Betts, graduate, class of 2022. Mother, Kelly Brown, class of 1989. And grandmother, Sandra Snow, class of 1969. Kawai Kua, graduate, class of 2022. Mother, Joy DeSomber, class of 1992. Grandmother, Linda Metier, class of 1965. And grandfather, Gary DeSomber, class of 1959. Savannah Federgill, graduate, class of 2022. Father, Jason Federgill, class of 1989. Grandmother, Judy Federgill, class of 1961. Grandfather, Bill Federgill, class of 1961. Alexander Hughes, graduate, class of 2022. Mother, Melissa Lutter Hughes, class of 1997. And grandfather, Alan Lutter, class of 1971. Kylan Nyberg, graduate, class of 2022. Mother, Jennifer Nyberg Jones, class of 1993. Father, Ryan Nyberg, class of 1993. Grandmother, Kathleen Jones, class of 1971. And grandfather, David Nyberg, class of 1963. And Lathan Rushing, graduate, 2022. Father, Ted Rushing, class of 1987. And grandmother, Dixie Rushing, class of 1964. Thank you, families of Legacy, for your dedication and commitment to the West Des Moines Community Schools. I would also like to have the audience and graduates join me in thanking special groups who make up the Valley and the West Des Moines Community Schools family. Please hold your applause. The first is one of the finest teaching staffs in the entire state. The West Des Moines Community Schools elementary, junior high, and high school teachers who prepare our students so very well. In particular, your Valley teachers who helped you along the final stretch. I especially thank these staff members for their tremendous contribution to Valley and for the work and dedication that make Valley High School what it is today. 2 Valley teachers have graciously volunteered for a very important duty today, the reading of names. Mr. Chris Barfels and Miss Lindsay Aiken, thank you for your time and talents. The second group includes all members of the Learning Resource Center led by our Superintendent, Dr. Lisa Rainey, School and Community Relations led by Lane Mendenhall Buck, and our Operations Department led by Nick Anderson, as well as the Board of Education members who are present with us today. President Lynette Daphne, Mr. Jeff Hicks, Dr. Jill Caton Johnson, Miss Liz Cox, Miss Fannette Elliott, Miss Anadelia Morgan, and Miss Lila P. Montoya Starr. The third group includes Valley High School's leadership team, Associate Principals Mrs. Shannon Campbell, Dr. Jeff Grassmeyer, Mr. Josh Griffith, Mrs. Megan Thompson, and Activities Administrator Mr. Brad Rose. A special thank you to Associate Principal Josh Griffith for putting this ceremony together so well. Would all Valley High School staff, building and district administrators, and board members please stand?
The fourth group includes my secretary, Donna Gaunt, and Valley staff member Sam Kranovich, who have spent the past year sizing caps and gowns, ordering diplomas, and preparing today's activities so we are able to celebrate these students. The time and energy these two have spent preparing for today is unseen by most except for a few, but it does not go unnoticed. My secretary, Donna Gaunt, also requested the rest of the secretaries and student services be acknowledged as well for all the assistance they provided. Kim Windergurst, Lorena Cuevas, Amy Hurst, Stacy Karnowski, and Brooke McTavish. Your support is greatly appreciated. The last and most important of all the groups are you, graduates. Even though the Honor and Scholar Students National Merit Finalists 4-point GPAs have been recognized earlier, all of you are to be congratulated and commended, as are all the graduates who have excelled in the 4As. I want to thank you for making me and everyone in this stadium so proud. Now, will the 2022 graduating class please rise? Miss Lynette Daphne, President of the West Des Moines Education, I would like to of 2022 as having fulfilled all requirements set forth by the state of Iowa and the West Des Moines Community School District, and at this time recommend the awarding of diplomas. Graduates, please be seated. I would like to introduce Ms. Daphne for a few comments.
Good evening. Graduates, West Des Moines Community Schools, family, and friends. On behalf of the West Des Moines Community School Board, I bring you greetings. I'm honored to share a few words with you, and more importantly, recognize, celebrate, and congratulate the class of 2022 on your well-deserved success. You started this high school journey in 2018, and let's quickly take a step back and reminisce. You helped Apple reach its $1 trillion milestone in revenue in 2018. You made plans with friends to go to the theater just one more time to watch the blockbuster hit Black Panther. You annoyed your parents, or any adult for that matter, blasting Drake's song, God's Plan to High Heaven in 2018. You spent approximately 1,956 hours in school from 9th grade to 12th grade. You should know that there are many that are looking for the fountain of youth in serums, creams, and hair coloring as they were along the journey for those same 1,956 hours. Can I get an amen, village? And it does take a village, so make sure to say thank you to all that helped you get to this day. Class of 22, you have faced many hurdles, new challenges, decisions, and at times may have been overwhelmed these last 4 years. Guess what? You did it. You were resilient, you persevered, you should be very proud. Now is the time to make those 1,900 hours count. As you move to the next journey, wherever or whatever that may be, I am prayerful that the class of 22 will be the change that we want to see in this world. I am encouraged that if you, class of 22, see something that is unjust, that you will do something and or say something. I am hopeful that you, class of 22, make this country, this world, more than it is today. Remember, people may forget what you said. People may even forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. There is a world waiting for you, class of 22. I remind you to be humble, always give thanks, take a breath, don't take yourself so seriously. Remember to give yourself grace, but most importantly, be confident, because you got this. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Go be great.
Okay, I see Mr. Kranovich getting in position. Before we award diplomas, we have a request. Audience, we ask that you be respectful and courteous of the graduates, and graduates, you with each other during the awarding of diplomas. Also, please make sure, graduates, that when you come to the stage, you bring your diploma as well as your white card. Okay? White card and diploma. Graduates, please stand. At this time, please move your tassel from the right to the left. Parents, relatives, friends, I present the class of 2022 from Valley High School.
Daniel Evan Conley. Clay. Uma Duclay. Claire Anna Gilbert. Kristen He. Nathan Joseph Stein. Elaine Lou. Carson Maurice Koppel. Jeremiah Charles Gardner. Anika Jane. Maddie Mae Madison. Alyssa Tati McKenna. Reagan Elise Mann. Xander Joshua Muntz. Finland Augustus Nadal. Caleb Ahmad Shanuda. Susanna Ahmad Shanuda.
Yuliana Yupana Abdel. Greta Berlin Atchison. Joseph Adams. Ivy Noel Adix. Benjamin Stroud Ulrich. Trenton Daniel Akers. Bara Assam Abdulamir Al-Dulami. Eva Nasser Alexander. Ashton Jeffrey Alger. Daje Laman Allen. Maya Denise Allen. Caden J. Altemeyer. Brittany Rochelle Alvarado Pizarro. Riley Anders. Paul Oscar Anderson. Elizabeth Lynn Anderson. Juliet Grace Anderson. Yanish Alemu Anshiso. Christina Arbs. Jaden Marie Arnold. Jacob Thomas Owen. Rafe Alexander Axme. Brevin Michael Ayers. Alan Tirovich. Golden King Falden. Riley Renee Falden. Connor Ray Barnes. Mac Christopher Barr. Isaac Andrew Bartusek. Mia Basic. Ava Liliana Basso and Cheddar. Rayleigh Brenda Leanne Bayless. Amaya Natalie Biomi Brooks. Joseph Michael Bean. Georgia Ann Bogolka. Cole Alexander Bellin.
Matthew Stone Bendinger. Cordelia Lynn Benetham. Bradley Dean Benz. Savannah Lynn Barra. Ty Lewis Betts. Nia Bargava. Rot Dual Bijik. Marshall F. Blibby. Hannah Lorraine Laskachik. Belinda Oemi Wafoa. Jude Michael Bediger. Ida Marie Aleki Bankafo Afofa. Catherine Sue Bonus. Alejandro Jose Borja Hernandez. Emma Alice Bork. Jaslyn T. Hua Picao. Kylie Joe Brazel. Caitlin Rose Brem. Thomas Paul Brennan III. Emily Ann Bright. Melissa Diana Briones Vera. Aaron Jonah. Corey Alexander Browder. Evan Christian Brown. Sierra Izumi Brown. Olivia May Brunk. Andrew Scott Busing. Brandon Thomas Burgess. Jaden I. Burke. Orlando Dennis Wayne Burrell Jr. Janet Dos Barron. Taylor Alyssa Butterwig. Brooklyn Marie Butoff. Anastasia Marie Bylands. Josephine Cabrera. Parker Douglas Calloway. Gabriel Bo Califf.
Mateo Caviello. Tommaso Caviello. Emma Julie Calzada Lucas. Stephanie Maribel Cambizaca Rojas. Chandra Spring Camaro. Gwen Marie Campbell. Nicole Candelario Trejo. Adriana Kao. Jose Angel Roscoe. Marcelo Roman Carreras. Kellen Michael Casper. Darren Cristiano Castellano. Carolina Castillo. Mariana Castro Dominguez. Juvencio Castro Juarez. Nelson James Kavanaugh. Erwell Faith Briones Sakina. Quincy Danelle Chapman. Keshav Raj Chavla. Madison Kaising Jung. Oliver Cosmo Christensen. Carly K. Christensen. Dylan Paul Clark. Samantha Desiree Clendaniel. Marin Ray Cobb. Taylor Marie Coe. Grant Stephen Colbert. Ava Kathleen Winters Coleman. Deontay Alexander Collins. Jackson Thomas Colwell. Michael Conklin. Medardo Enrique Costanza. A. Jonathan Cooper. Rushalise Marie Correa Figueroa. Claire Elizabeth Cozier. Parker James Coda. Caitlin Sue Cox. Tamaya Diane Crawford.
Ian Richard Critelli. Alexa Rose Crow. Kwai Leilani Kua. John Russell Curry. Dylan Gregory Daniel. Cade Jonathan Darling. Bailey Joe Dawson. Dylan Taylor Day. Michael Christopher Daisy. Brock Alfonso DiCarlo. Abigail Marie Deeds. Brindley Ann DeGroot. Casey Evan DeYoung. Daisy Delgado. Hannah Noel Denhart. Grace Emily Darrowan. Noemi Malia Dant. Kier Poke Duke. Ethan John Dirksen. Madeline Rose Dovish. Summer Elizabeth Dunham. Tyler Isaac Dunham. Lang Doodle Jr. Lucas Scott Easton. Nicholas David Edgar. Cordelia Odette Edwards. Zane Mustafa Eldada. Cassidy Patricia Emons. Lexa Marie Emons. Taylor Brianne Engelman. Cameron Lynn Ensley. Callie Ann Eppert. Andrew Charles Uri. Lisa Daniela Dorothy Fanger. Kerr Fagori. Rebecca Anastasia Feakin. Liam Michael Feely.
Joseph David Feingold. Trevor Belgate. Cal Andrew Bellows. Tyson Jordan Benamore. Noah Daniel Barron. Emma Lee Fetters. Casey Jace Field Cristobal. Carissa Allison Fields. Jeremiah Lloyd Fisher. Lauren Grace Padre. Amanda Christine Fowler. Connor Michael Franklin. Savannah Rose Frederigill. Nathan Josiah Freeman. Ty Mail Freddie Pham. Michelle Fritz. Eli Whistler Frohart. Gabriella Noel Gaffney. Jillian Elizabeth Gaffney. Regina Galaviz Cortez. Jasmine Kaur Gandhi. Abasai Garcia. Angel David Garcia Espinoza. Alexandra Yoko Garcia Gomez. Sunny Garcia Gomez. Tristan Alexander Garcia. Joseph Michael Gager. Ian Michael Gaunt. Deontay Garcia Gaboyer. Abanub Bashoy Barsum Jendi. Samuel Josephson. Kathleen Braden Gillespie. Graham Bob Gilman. Sophia Elaine Giudice. Louis Martin Glenn. Harrison Robert Glow. Jason Antonio Godina. Noah David Getters.
Angel David Gomez. Jay Gonzalez Olmos. Daniel Kraft. Hannah Marie Jewel Brawl. Jonathan Samuel Gray. Cole Marvin Grebner. Cade Samuel Grevengood. Reagan Joy Griffith. Katrina Araya Gudamorson Lodge. Elijah Antonio Guzman. Matthew Ariel Guzman. Cynthia Jada Wian. Sudipta Halder.
Isabella Grace
Hager.
Hager. Omar Hamad. Keegan Edward Hamilton. Ava LeMay Hancock. Dylan Ward
Hancock. Thomas Blair Hansen. Alexander Anton Harlow. Kennedy Cole Harris. Johanna Harris. Dylan Jacob Harriman.
Carson William Harvey. Katrina Miriam Hassan. Connor Eugene Hatcher. Andrew James Howden. Blake William Husband. Andrew Hamilton Hayes. Andrew James Hedrick. Holly Jean Pyle. Sophia Green Heller. Samara Jade Humphrey. Drew Donald Henderson.
Elizabeth
Hendricks. Melanie Itzel Herrera. Keaton Edward Hirschberg.
John Anthony Hibbert.
Brian Anthony Hightower. Abigail Christine Hilton. Cook Lynn. Christopher James Hoff. Madden Ruth Hollander. Thomas Edward Holmes. Caroline Marcella Holmes. Henry Thomas Hornback. Avery Beth Hauk. Jennifer T. Bao Hua. Thomas Hubner. Jillian Lane Huffman. Alexander David Hughes. Morgan Mackenzie Hunt. Ellie Grace Kirk. Hayden Wayne Hutt. Leon Anthony Hutt. Kathy Nam Wynn. Hale Christian Jason. Josefina Yakobori. Ella Sophia Jansen. Eric Michael Johnson. Lorenzo Gabriel Jimenez. Frank Jin. Adriana Faith Johnson. Brooklyn Grace Johnson. Cameron Mark Johnson. Jacqueline Sky Johnson. Jaden Skyan Johnson. Nicole Christine Johnson. Owen Ray Johnson. Quadre Jeremiah Johnson. Riley Dave Johnson. William Christopher Johnson. Isabel Jones. Isabella Kathleen Jones. Lauren Marie Jones. Lois Judge.
Ofo Dorado Gonzalez. Mallory Lynn Kaufman. Carter James Kesterson.
Kayla Noel King. Brian DeCurry Scott. Ethan K. Kirkpatrick. Elena
Bree Klinkfuss. Charles Edwin Knox. Thomas Christopher Knudsen. Jasmine Nicole Knudsen. Diana Makora Kuroma. Ezra Nicholas Christensen. Carson John Krogulski. Benjamin Kent Kubicek. Abigail Rose Keeter. Michaela May Kurtz. Celia Claire Custer. Anna Caroline LaCroix. Emma Jo LaFave. Haley Paige Lamberson. Xavier Shakir Lane. Jada James Langle. Anna Evelyn Lara. Ricardo Lara. Oscar Alexander Lara. Samantha Ann Lara. A. Lars. Andrew Christopher Larson. Tayton Michael Larson. Kaylin Marie Lee. Cameron Thomas Lechtenberg. Alina Lee. Caitlin Bailey Ann Lee.
Woo Lee. L. Lynn Leon. Ethan Daniel Letch. Brody James Lewis. Caden William Lewis. Jack Marcus Leahy. Andrew Jackson Leesland. Carson J. Lily Carter. Mason Lynn. Emma Deacon Linder. Mom Lee. Jonathan Isaac Pez. Sitlali Lopez Quijano. Carter Wade Losh. Claire Elise Losh. Morgan Grace Losh. Corwin James Lovell. Ovid. Alania Sergeyevna Lovatovich. William Henry Lucas. Kate Campbell Langstra. Pierce. Pierce Vernon Luxatet. Ruth Ann Lundberg. Jonathan Kenneth Mafucci. Maurice Anwar Magarius. Blake Noel Mayer. Chung Za Meng. Benjamin Drake Mann. Daniel Maravilla. Emily Ann Marcus. Jacob Donald Clark Martin. Requez Levant Lee Martin. Cesar Adalberto Martinez. Grace Ann Mattis. Cooper Lynn McAndrew. Sean Allen McBroom. Luke Patrick McCann. Joetta Corto McLean.
Abigail Ray McClyman. Leah Emma McClure. Ruby Lou McDermott. Allison Grace McDonald. Jacob Connor McGreen. Luna Jean Hakamoto McKinney. Kyra Marie McManus. Tatum Grace McTavish. Catherine Marie Melendez. Kennedy Morgan Meyer. Nicholas George Meyer. Cale Richard Mika. Madison Kate Miller. Ellen Grace Mitchell. Monty Artez Mitchell. Kayla Paige Moline. Zulema Damaris Montoyo Romero. Javante Jesus Moore. Lainey Michelle Moore. Lourdes Armelia Moreno. Tommy Patrick. Eric Damian Morocho. Ellie Claire Morrow. Mason Michael Morrow. Lucas James Morton. Noah Michael Mol. Anya Elizabeth Macraze. Elijah John Munch. Cruz Nicholas Muntz. Mikhail Murdoch. Lucy Moyaki Muragami. Maz Muhammad Mustafa. Aiden Daniel Muchler. Zamira Lamusa Naba. Isaiah Kyra Nobuwawa. Jacob Daniel Donald Neja. Whitney Esther Nanyonjo. Elizabeth Ava Betsario.
Luke Davis Nelson. Ashlyn Margaret Nepple. Peyton Ellen Neswald. Michael Anthony Newman. Derek Van Wynn. Sujan Narola. Caleb Lance Wee. Asivi Jaylee Nogolo. Jenna Elaine Norton. Keelan Grace Nyberg. Tyler Patrick O'Brien. Ian Ray O'Hearn. Akina Edward Ochan. Angela Maria Osel Rodriguez. Claudia Marie Osman. Alexander Saturnino Owens. Wesley Joel Page. Guadalupe Jimena Palomino Martinez. Madeline Grace Pappen. Audrey Jolene Parnot. Grace LaPoo Pay. Oh, wait a second. Hunter Craig Peck. Morgan Joe Peer. Barboa Peskova. Anahi Perez Jimenez. Jack William Perkins. Aiden Perry. Michelle Peterson. Daniel Tae Wang Pham. Madeline Ann Phillips. Pierce Eugene Gerald Phillips. Sophie Nita Pierce. Noah William Pins. William Thomas Pixley. James Pollock. Jordan Elizabeth Proska. Elizabeth Pratt. Hannah Christine Pratt.
Emily Jean Quick. Riley Gale Quick. Joseph Donald Ramsey. Samuel John Rainey. Sam Lowell Rankin. Danny Wayne Rankins. Elijah Daniel Raridan. Julia Nicole Richards.
Allison Elizabeth Breaker. Meredith K. Reefer.
Elijah James Rivas. Colby Michael Robbins. Skylar Ann Root. Derico Bautista Rubianes. Jorge Rubio Delgado Jr. Albion Height Rufati. Lathan Lawrence Rushing. Katu Saidu. Daniel Sanchez Barrientos. Caleb Marshall Sander. Kendrick Stephen Santos Briggs. Sapphire Marie Sayer. Anthony William Michael Scarcello. Reed Charles Schlib. Jared Theodore Schlafly. Ella Marie Schlieder. Tori Joy Schott. Brianne Christine Scott. Natalie Ann Scully. Lucy Ann Siebert. Allison Nicole Shannon. Elise K. Shapiro. Jotika Sharma.
Ibram Sammy Adley Shanuda. Samuel Allen Shook. Maxwell Wayne Shoemaker. Claudia E. Reese Simmer. Simmons. Benjamin Nathan Simons. Jackson Thomas Scahill. Lane Ashton Slater. Ellie Renee Smith. Austin James Smith. Carter Jackson Smith. Jamari Rain Smith. Madison Lee Snyder. Eric Song. Deontay Jarrell Alexander Squire. Eli Cordy Stahl. Olivia Morgan Studman. Marin Elizabeth Sandy Stegg. Ellen May Stetson. Layla Stillick. Isabella Grace Stodden. Aislinn J. Stotts Kokichi. Ella Marie Strauss. Sydney Richard Strauss. Joshua James Studer. Maya Nicole Sturdivant. Karina Suarez. Rabina Jo Suba Conradi. Molly Renee Suitsugu. Ta Sung. Cody James Swenson. Annika Rose Swenson. John Brennan Swenson. Jeremiah Kamuta.
Margarita Andreevna Young. Fatima Altomi Gabor Tower. Jesus Gabrielle Tello Harada. Temi. Alyssa Dawn Templeton. Said Tasfulam Tawalde. Nolan Michael Tenney. Keaton Joseph Tench. Titus Troy Tao. Dustin Eugene Thomas. Jessica Marie Thomas. Natalie Colleen Thomas. Brady Eugene Thompson. Michelle Thornton. Jasmine Marie Trang. Andy Trang. C. Tuo. Ban Ta Tling. Desiree Michelle Tiffany. Ella Katrine Tranel. Luke Benjamin Tranel. Victoria Lynn Trent. Tyson Norman Trimble. Marie Brulinger. Sebastian Mano Suarez. Tor, DeAndre Urpia. Ronnie Leandro Viejo. Gabriel Ryan Van Arkel. Anna Lynn Van Wingarden. Jasmine Bunieva. Mara Gonzalez. Caleb Justin Sky Walker.
Liv Wang, or Wong, sorry. Ward. Alexander Waters. Liam Samuel Luke Christian B. Audrey Wyand. Peter Allen Wierup. Elizabeth Ann White. Jadesha Serenity White. Marshall David White. Marianne Wilkerson. Carson Bradley Wilkins. Zaya Fallon Williams. Anna Marie Wilsey. Fatuma Maisha Wilanja. Isabel Shay Winnie. Neokashan Dwight Winston Jr. Samantha Grace Worth. Grace K. Wolford. Lily Grace Wolter. Coley Thomas Wright. Denise Precious Wright. Kenneth J. Yankee. Elise Catherine York. Julia Jordan Young. Matvey Ivanovich Zuravalov. Paris Renee Ziegler. I think we should wait on this one for a while. Just kidding. Jasmine Elise Zuniga.
and gentlemen, would like to present to you the graduating class of 2022.
Ceremony.
Thank you for being here. Be safe and good night.